Good morning from York in England, United Kingdom. I wanted to reflect over the next 7 days the true story of Easter, what that means to me and what it means to you. And there are 7 sayings that I'd like to look at, one each day, to help us look at what Easter's all about. Easter's a time when we reflect on Jesus, the Son of God, coming to earth. Truly man and truly God. He came to rescue us from all the wrong that's in our lives by taking that wrong upon himself, that sin upon himself, and paying our debt in full, dying for us, dying the death that we deserve. He took upon himself. And as I reflect, I want to think about what that means in my life, and I hope that speaks to you about your lives. You might not know Jesus, or you might have been walking with him for years. I didn't walk with him for over 50 odd years. I walked my own way. Childhood was difficult. My father was a troubled man. It was difficult. We lived in fear a lot of the time because of his unpredictable character. To the best of my knowledge, he never had a relationship with Jesus. And his way out, his way to get peace, was to take his own life. I could never forgive him for all of that. All the pain and the fear that it caused us. And it was only when I became a Christian that I began to really look at that. You see, there are 7 sayings that Jesus said upon the cross. And the first one that he said was, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Here's the King of the universe, the Son of God, nailed to a cross. During the night he'd been whipped, beaten, tortured, abused, spat upon, mocked. He's suffering the most incredible pain. But he says about his persecutors, "Father, forgive them." See, Jesus had taught that we should forgive our enemies, that we should pray for them. And here he was living it out. Not just preaching it, but living it out. How challenging is that? Father, forgive them. As I've been reading the story of the crucifixion to reflect on it this week, I took note of a man that we don't often think about, Simon of Cyrene. Now, Cyrene is in North Africa. And this Simon was coming up to Jerusalem to celebrate the festival of Passover, the feast of that. So he's come a long way. He's travelled about 800 miles. It's a long journey. And he's walking into the city of Jerusalem, and out is coming Jesus with the cross. And Jesus is weak from all the beatings, and the Romans don't want Jesus to die there in the street, so they want him to die a public spectacle upon the cross. So they enlist Simon of Cyrene to carry the cross the rest of the way. He wasn't expecting this. It was totally unexpected. He'd been following a religion, but now he came face to face with a relationship. He came face to face with Jesus. He came face to face with the cross. And it's only when we come face to face with Jesus at the cross that we realise how much we need forgiveness. It's interesting, isn't it? He was walking the wrong way, but he walked into Jesus, and his life was transformed forever. And that's what happened to me. I was walking the wrong way for many years. And then I came face to face with Jesus, and everything changed. It had to do. You can't see Jesus, and you can't see the cross and not want to change and not be changed by it. One of the biggest changes for me was I found the capacity to forgive my father, to forgive him. Why? Because I'd been forgiven so much. But to you, our listener, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who ill treat you. Those are Jesus' words. Maybe they speak to you today. Maybe there's somebody that you need to forgive. I urge you to do that. I urge you to go to the cross. I urge you to ask for Jesus' forgiveness. I urge you to forgive that person. You know, unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It creates bitterness. It eats you from the inside out. Instead, be changed by the God who loves you that much, that he came and died upon a cross for you. And those that believe in that, who believe in him, will never perish, but have eternal life. See you tomorrow.